Hey guys, how's it going? So we've been cutting a little bit of wheat. We've gotten about 40 acres and we probably got about another, I'd say we got another 80 or another 100 left. But there's one thing going on with this that happened last year. I don't know if I got it on video or not, but this PTO shaft wants to fall off and you can kind of see why. So it must have came loose at some point and it's just getting chewed away here at the outside of this. So we're going to replace it. We're going to replace this shaft that goes all the way over there to that pulley. For right now, what we're going to do is we're actually just going to kind of weld on this and build this shaft up a little bit, just so we can keep going, because, well, you put the PTO shaft on there, it's got a little bit of slop in it. So we'll just build up some weld on it, and then I'll grind it off, just kind of keep welding, grinding until I get a nice hex shape again, and then we'll see what happens. All right, well, after a little bit of grinding and welding, I'd say it looks pretty good. It's a little misshapen, a lot better than it was before, and I think it should hold up, you know, that 100 acres. And then when we put the new one on there, it'll be perfect, and hopefully this doesn't happen again. My adjustable hammer, and can we still turn it? Yes, we can, so we can still get it out. Do not want this coming loose. All right. There's no more slop in that thing for now. We'll see what that does. I'm gonna clean up this mess. We'll pull the combine outside and get that blown off. I got the windows washed too because I could not see when the sun was shining, you know, at the glass. Also, we got the rest of the yield monitor today. There was a cable, there was an 8-foot cable that I needed. I don't know if I told you guys anything about this, but we got an ag leader edge in here now. We'll let it load up. Not too sure how to work it in harvest mode yet, but we'll figure that out. We got a book for it, so, you know, if I have any questions, I can just consult that, or I can, you know, call the ag leader salesman that I know and that we got all the wiring and whatnot from. So I don't know, I thought a yield monitor would be cool, so we know where a trouble area might be and that kind of thing. I can, you know, figure out where I need to turn the fertilizer up a little bit on the knob and then that kind of stuff. We're auto steering and mapping yields. Well, kinda. It's not calibrated yet. I got to do some calibration loads on it for both the moisture and the bushels, so that's not accurate. But we're auto steering. That's always a positive. We're doing good. It feels good to have that yield mapping though, because, you know, now we're farming like it's 2011 rather than the late 90s. Was flying a drone. Got that all tucked away. She's charging now, but everything is going smoothly. That weld that we were doing down there is holding up. I mean, it's just a beautiful night to cut some wheat. Tomorrow we'll calibrate this. This is going to get calibrated tomorrow, and she'll be reading right. Because right now it thinks we're doing 50 bushels of the acre. Not so sure. I like monitor corner. There's a lot of things to look at. I just gotta not, you know, stare at the yield monitor, because there's nothing I can do about it at this point. But it's fun to look at. It's really fun to look at, because, you know, you find a good spot and you're like, how good is it? Hey guys, how's it going? Another day. So we're calibrating the yield monitor today. You can see I've got 3 wagons hooked up to the dump truck. It's because I need 4 separate weights to calibrate, you know, the weight that it's reading correctly. All right, region. We're gonna add one. We're gonna name it. Name it 1 mile per hour. So this region is 1 mile an hour. It's named 1 mile an hour. I'm gonna try to stick to 1 mile an hour as best as possible. What you're trying to do is you're trying to simulate lower yields in an area and then the next one will do 1.5, and then 2, and then 2.5 might be difficult, but we'll see what happens. We'll go until the wet weight says 3,000 or right around there. It's got to be between 3,000 and 6,000. So when that says 3,000 pounds, I'm gonna stop and dump on a wagon. And then I'll make a new region, flag that one for calibration, name it 1.5, and then 2, so on and so forth. All right, so we just got a little over 3,000 pounds. I'd say that's pretty good. Since we got those 3,000 pounds, we'll pick up right here, and now we'll make a new one, flag it as a calibration load, and we'll name it 1.5. Okay, now we got 1.5 mile an hour. So I'm gonna dump what's in the tank on one of the wagons. All right, so I just tossed the 1.5 mile an hour load, which had a little over 3,000 pounds. It's got 3,400. That's okay. The field's done, so next field will continue the calibration stuff. Last two are probably gonna be a little bit heavier anyways, because I got to do some headlands. I got to go to another field and open the headlands up, so. Lift the safety back up. I got all our weight slips, and I already put them all in the computer. The error was like 1.3% or something like that, and I just had to mess with the moisture a little bit. It was only off by like 2%. So, all right, we got a truckload. Start this thing up while that thing's cooling down, and then we'll go home. Well, there's what we got right now. I don't know if this is quite dead on. I'm using this as another calibration load, but I don't think there's 651 bushels on there. All right, well, I'm gonna drive the truck home and get dinner and go to bed. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.